This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's McCray. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Michigan State.
Let's go.
The give to the tailback. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Childs. Punts it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Childs. It's complete on the right side. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Kelly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires on the move. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Slithers into space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Caught over the middle. It's Ross. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do. Because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I don't care how many plays I gave up to get down here. I got to bow my neck now. I got to make plays now. Great job by the defense forcing a negative play in a crucial situation.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Childs. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. And some room to work. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Belly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Finds the tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The inside handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And here comes the offense on second down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Childs. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. Grab behind the line. It's Belly. Got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan State. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the point after is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Under fire. Finds his tight end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. It's a seam wide open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball in the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get into play immediately.
Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Nittany Lions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Unloads to the right. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Tight end now in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on.
There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. And now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll move the tight end. Grab behind the line. It's Reynolds. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Dropping back, it's Aller. Zips it out to his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, out of space. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Penn State. And that one will come up here in the second half.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Kelly. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCray. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
To the ground with the back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it. 1st down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Sparty. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Back to throw, it's Aller. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Going to swing it on second down. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
To the air, it's Childs. Snagged out of the air. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. He's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This offense is high octane, boy. You saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kelly. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Childs. Wide open downfield. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter.
21, Michigan State, 19.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it will be a 59-yard attempt. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Toss to the outside. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Belly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Childs. Rushes on him. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, deep down the right side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
The give. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front 7 has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Still looking, on the move. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that.
Man, that's some bullshit, bro. We got disconnected. Yeah, right when I'm at the 1-yard line about to score. Yeah, he had the message to desync and shit. Even he was screaming this shit about his internet. Ugh. I was down by 2 at the 1 yard line. Oh, I was about to win that game. Let's see if he online. I'm gonna play him, but we're gonna cut these quarters down to 5 minutes. All right. I'm actually gonna play with Michigan State play, but I need to be used to it.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Spartans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. He's going to take off. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Rides the back. Leaves it with the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, give on the inside. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And all you got is number 10, man. Damn.
On offense here, you're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Childs. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan State. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got it, looking for the first down. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. He'll take it himself. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
Michigan State 7, Penn State 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Singleton. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Allen. The screen, and watch out. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these things.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense. They're turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Finds his man. It's Kelly. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. Now improvising. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Wants to throw. It's Childs. Makes the grab. It's Belling. It's a running room. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Gonna look downfield again. Fires left. It's caught. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback moving. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Back to pass, it's Childs. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Corners are going to bail. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Let's see what they've got. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the ground, it's Singleton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You wonder wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Kelly. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Spartans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Spartans are on the move. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Spartans.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Makes the quick grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense that time, blowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run. And they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Allard. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof. You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Down at 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Hogs it downfield. He makes a catch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Right on the money. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Child. Working that left side now. Wide open spaces. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The Spartans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Child. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's McCray. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll try the run. Called down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Spartans are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ross. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Corner's going to give them room. wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Aller. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Play the analytics here, and you go for two. Motion from the wide receiver. He's got the tight end. He makes his way in for the two, and now they trail by only 6.
Michigan State, 21, Penn State.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year.
GG's, man. Good game.
It's just so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Well, let me
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Spartans will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for space. It's Cobb. Turning it on. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Give to the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quick handoff. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Childs. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the grab, it's Mark. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Hauls it in the first down and more. Turning on the Jets. And he's brought down after a nice gain. First play of the period, first down here. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple years ago, such a great season too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air. It's Childs. Got it in the middle. It's McCray.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Spartans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got room to work. There he goes. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Quick pass on the jet motion. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Gets it out fast. It's a seam wide open. There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Auburn lines up quickly. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. That's caught. It's Singleton. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
Powers through the defender. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's first and picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll stop him at the 30.
Say it with me, y'all. It's Tappy time. Oh yeah. MSU. You know it. All right. So it looks like if we win out, we can get to the playoffs. I'm trying. Hold on, Bear. Hello?
Hey, son, how's it going?
It's okay. I'm just on the phone with my friend Bear.
Okay, did you sign
I'm about to sign out in 5 more minutes.
Okay. Okay, just make sure you keep up with everything.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Yo. Yeah, that sound like Ramon's calling. So basically, I got to win out in order to get to the playoffs. Three. Oh, good. Oh, just taking a mini break. Hold on, I'm gonna get a pop out the refrigerator. Oh, I'm back. I got the Barges root beer. I just found out I'm off to. Huh? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. So, this is going to be the last game I play, and then I'm back to Tekken. I got to learn about Fakawon. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. At least I'm at home for these next two games, you know? So that helps out, you know, with the crowd behind your boy.
East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to
What?
Michigan State. As we'll see, the
Ohio State. Oh, hell no.
Buckeyes taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State
Of
Spartans.
course, because Bear was on the phone with us.
Davis joined here in the booth by David and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. That's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Ready? Right. Kick, kick, kick. Kill, kill, kill.
The lone back's got it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Running back searching for a hole. And the Spartans will move the sticks with the first down.
I gotta say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Got the quick pass. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the stats.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's McCray. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to pound their way in. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Spartans!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive. And it was closed down by the short yardage touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Quick completion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Scanning the field is Sayin. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Barty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Here's the pressure. Finds his big tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Big fella.
You know how EA Sports can be. Sometimes with these connections, it'd be a trip. All right, so we got 2 more games to win, and it looks like we got a shot for the playoffs. But we got to win out. We definitely got to win out. We gonna find out if I win out tomorrow. I played 2 games. Actually, I played 4 games because I played my boy Walker. Played my boy. Oh wow. Well, that's what Waves is for. Woo. You gotta use Waves. That's what I'm telling you. Use Waves. But anyway, we're gonna find out if I can win out these 2 games. We got 1 at home and the last game on the road. So hopefully we can do this. Michigan State trying to get into the football playoff. And once we get in the playoff, it's on because why? We're gonna be trying to get that championship and upset the world. The first unranked team to win it all. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then I'm done. Anyway, I'm just dreaming out loud, y'all. Peace and love. I'm gonna get back to some teching because I need to game plan for Fakaran. Peace and love. It's your boy, your final boss. Gone.